What up? I get money in my sleep. I could never be weak. Shout out to all my peeps. You feel me? It's your boy Bush back at it, another live. We got some things to discuss. You feel me? We're gonna start off with that Boosie badass topic. You heard Boosie apologizing to Ti. Boosie was on Vlad, and Vlad and Boosie, I guess, are real friends now or a real business acquaintance. They've been doing business for a minute. I know Vlad give Boosie a couple dollars for his interviews, and I know Boosie probably don't even value Vlad for the money. He value Vlad for the fact that every time he say something on Vlad, he going viral. So that helps his businesses. That helps all his shit because he's all over the internet with his opinions, whether they be popular or not. Vlad gets his ass out there with those opinions. So Boosie fuck with Vlad based on the fact that Vlad is good for his business. But when Vlad asked Boosie about Ti, with all the allegations, and then Ti came out saying, "Oh, he snitched on his dead cousin and all this weird shit." When Vlad asked Boosie about Ti, Boosie actually spoke his mind. He took a different stance. He actually went against Ti. He went crazy, and now I'm questioning: did he do all that for clout, or did he do that for the truth? Did he do it just because he knew it was going to go viral and go crazy, or did he really believe that? Well, now I got this audio I'm about to play. That boy Boosie basically apologizing. We're going to get into that, and then we're going to get into Whack 100 because this channel, we fuck with Whack 100. So we're going to get into that too. And then we're going to speak on it. Maybe a few friends might join, maybe not. But you got your boy Bush here, so we'll get into that. You feel me? So let's listen to this audio of Boosie Badazz apologizing to Ti. Oh my God!
Like we got kids who love each other now. And first you went agreeing, we was going back and forth, and he spoke how he felt, I spoke how I felt, and he felt me and I felt him, and I gave him an apology. Yeah, I gave him an apology. Because after we kept going back and forth, the things he was doing for me in my life at the time, I kind of felt bad.
So Boosie just showed his cards. He showed some wholeness in his whole character by saying because T.I. was doing things for him in his life, T.I. got more money than him. T.I. probably made some moves. He got more influence in Atlanta, where Boosie decided to plant his seed, where Boosie decided to build his house. T.I. been an Atlantean. He been known out there. He got more pull out there. He got more community ties. He got more probably Congress, all that. He and all that. So T.I. probably helped Boosie out a lot with building his property and all that type of shit. But you gonna sell your soul for that? You feel me? You made a decision. You spoke on it. You didn't stand on it though. And now you saying because all the shit he did for you, you felt bad about it. That shit is, to me, that's crazy.
I kind of felt bad. He was doing some real shit, helping me in a lot of ways. But I still told him I stand on what I stand on. And when he explained it to me, he got by it, man. Tip was like I said, like you said, it was a form of embellishment, bro. Like, just seeing what the world gonna say. So, we got by, like boss.
He said we got by. He didn't say that if he believed that Tip is ratting or not. He didn't say Tip cleared his name with the rat, and he didn't say none of that. He just said we got by it. And T.I. basically politicked his way out of the situation. He talked to Boosie, and now they got by it. But what Boosie forgetting that Tip called Boosie a rat too. He didn't bring that up. I understand, and I'm with the black man, communicating and really getting by shit, moving on and uniting. I'm down with that all day long. But it got to be on the right terms, or else it's built on some bullshit, and it's teaching the youth bullshit to where it's like, what you believe in don't matter. If somebody helping you with that bag, fuck what you believe in. Go ahead with the bag. And I ain't with that shit at all. So that's basically what I'm getting from this. But go ahead.
Supposed to get by. We ain't let the internet, we ain't let none of that bring us out of character.
Boosie, based on what you're saying, you're a hypocrite. You did let the internet bring you out of character. You got on Vlad and you went running your mouth because you knew that shit was going to go viral. You knew that it was going to create some motion to where now you still talk about it to this day. Don't say the internet, we ain't let the internet blow us out of character, because Vlad definitely took your ass out of character. Don't say that shit. That shit don't apply, Boosie. Let's get into the whack. Let's get into Whack 100 side of it. You know, I think Whack played a part in exposing this whole situation about T.I. So he's in the middle of it. You feel me? So he gonna go ahead and speak what he think about the situation.
I will never be. I wouldn't give a who my kids know. If you want to maintain your relationship with his kids, that's cool. But like he said, he never said it wasn't a rat. It's just some politics got put on the table. Now watch this. If you're gonna do your business, Boosie, do your business. Keep the same energy. Cause I damn sure do my business with who I want to do my business with. But T.I., you already called you a rat. Ain't no apology for that. The fact that you want to be cool to control what else he continues to say, let me know furthermore, you really a rat. Because it's supposed to be Boosie at that point. Am I right or wrong?
I believe you're
right.
Whack,
they cool again?
Bitch, you just missed the damn apology.
See, at that point, ain't no, hey man, I'm just saying, look, man, you know, I did the deal. I got the team on for you, and the woo, man, come on, man, our kids, we talking about what we talking about. So it sounds to me like Boots bit a little bit.
It sounded to me like T.I. is a hell of a politic. He talked to Boosie. He fucking put on that magic on him. He said a lot of big words. Indubitably, it is substantially wrong for you to, you know what I mean? He put on them big words on Boosie, and he got him caught up in a twist, tell you the truth. Not to mention, T.I., like I said, Boosie is in Atlanta. T.I. got friends in Atlanta. T.I. got a lot of influence in Atlanta. Boosie fell victim to the lame shit to me. I don't like this shit. As a fan of Boosie, I don't like this, because I'm like, you didn't stand on your shit. You're supposed to stand on what you say.
Business is going on.
Hold on, mute up.
Because some business is going on. And guess what? Your business can still go on. But I didn't even say, well, I told him I stood on what I stood on. But I gave him an apology. Our kids know. Your kids know what they want to know. That's cool. But T.I., this falls back on you even getting on the phone with Boosie in a passive manner. His own. I just need T.I. to stop talking.
That's where he wrong at. When it's on, it ain't always on. Especially when you're doing with your brother. You should be able to find a way to diffuse the situation. You feel me? They was once friends. It don't gotta be if it's on, it's on. So he just sometimes he runs his mouth and he say some shit that really don't hold no weight of validity. He say crazy shit sometimes in the sake of keeping his fans and keeping the people listening. But basically, I don't believe that. There's always a way to diffuse some shit, especially if nobody got killed, nobody's got dropped. There's a way to diffuse it. So he's talking about if it's on between these two rich millionaire black artists. Nah, there's always a way to diffuse some shit. They're not killing each other on the street. Like, come on, man, for real.
Because if we think about it, he been getting marked out since Shorty Low.
Shout out to James. You already know I tried to, homie.
We got his paperwork, so we know the name. You know. But
hey, Whack, we got all the work. We got every last bit of work that says he's a rat. I don't know what he's talking about. That he's
Shut up, man.
What happened?
Boosie saying, I stand on what I stand on, but I issued him a, our kids, this, that, and other. One ain't got nothing to do with the other, so, he ain't.
So the question is, okay, I think Boosie could stand on what he stand on and not look at T.I. like a fucking, like I want to kill him, like an op or whatever else. Just stand on what you stand on, but the question is, are you going to let that album come out now or not? Because if you let the album come out, I don't think you're standing on what you stand on. There's got to be a line drawn. You feel me? There's got to be some type of line. I don't really think like with Boosie, he represents the streets. He always did. His music from the beginning, from his first single Zoom, the album. You feel me? Forgot the name. I think probably My Struggle. I forgot the name of his first album. I definitely had it. One of my favorite songs on it is You Don't Know My Struggle. You feel me? He represented the streets. He always did, from all the trouble he got with the law and this and that. You know, some people look at him foul because the young boy Marlo Mike was allegedly responsible for all the killings in the name of Boosie. So some people feel like Boosie sent this kid out to do these hits. Some people look at him sideways or whatever, but the streets fuck with him because of his music. You feel me? Because of his music. It's like soul music, certain shit, certain songs he did. I've been going through some things. You feel me? He got a lot of shit. So that's why people fuck with him. So when he do shit and he stand on some type of business like this, it helps his image. But now it's like the man, I guess he know his music ain't really hitting like it was. He's stepping in the music, he's stepping in the movies and shit. Yeah, but I guess he probably figured it out. Like, fuck these fans, fuck all that. I want to get to this bag. Let me mess with T.I. so I can move cool and safely around Atlanta. You feel me? I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you one thing: it's gonna tarnish his name and his legacy with this shit right here.
Really saying
and some people would disagree.
I never heard him say he ain't a rat. He just said I heard him out, and you know T.I. was doing some things for me. So this really falls bad on T.I. more so than Boosie, because it's like T.I. you over here pleading to make it seem like y'all good after he done got out on you already.
Yeah, that was bad. Like he's talking, please.
Yeah, that might have came from that airport running when they ran into each other at the airport.
He caught the plea. He caught it. Boosie just heard him out and was just like, all right, man, whatever the case may be. I heard it out. That's how he took it.
He got to adjust too.
Yeah, he does now. He does.
This shit says a lot about both of their characters. It do. And Wack made a good point about basically that boy T.I. That's like somebody calling, you know, like I don't want to use me as an example or whatever, but some solid dudes I know who been moving solid and he get called a rat by whoever. That right there, and then there's no forgiveness for that. How the fuck are these dudes back friends? You feel me? There's no way they should be friends again after that. It should. I mean, like I said, I'm with the black man uniting and all that, but how the fuck that man called you a rat? Let me know what the fuck happened to where you changed your mind about him and you fucking with him. You feel me? What really happened? Did dude run the game on you to where, or I think both of them need each other. That's the situation. Boosie need T.I. T.I. need Boosie. Boosie need T.I. because Boosie setting up his empire down in Atlanta. You know, and I'm sure, like I said, T.I. could do a lot of things in Atlanta. He got a lot of pull in Atlanta. It's obvious because the man got caught with 1,000 guns. He ain't go to jail, so the law's on his side. He got caught in some other shit. You know, he did a year or whatever else. The law is with him. The community is with him. They fucking with him down there. So Boosie probably found out the hard way to where you can't diss a fellow ATLian and think you're gonna move through the streets like it's all good. You know, I'm sure Boosie got approached by people in Atlanta about this T.I. situation. Because you know, when we all humans and when we love somebody, we don't really care about all the extra shit, we don't care about none of that. We gonna believe the person that we love until that person like actually breaks our heart right in front of us. That's the only way. Other than that, we're not believing nobody else over this person that we love. You feel me? So yeah, Boosie need T.I. T.I. need Boosie. Why does T.I. need Boosie? Street credibility again. See, Boosie could offer him that street cred that he's been missing lately. That album with Boosie would have really put put T.I. back in good light with a lot of people in the hood, a lot of different type of people, because of the street credibility that Boosie has. But tell you the truth, the way shit is going, it's looking like it's going to go down. And I think the homie right here, TCB01, is talking about a bag. Yeah, it all come down to money. It all comes down to a bag. You heard Boosie say, T.I. did so much for my kids. What you think he's talking about? He's talking about money. He's talking about money. T.I. don't need Boosie for money. But if T.I. get his street cred up, guess what? That's going to bring more money. Because he could do his little movies. I watched another movie. That shit was terrible. You feel me? His acting ain't all that. He realized that. So he could do that. He got a new restaurant in Atlanta. They say it's nice. It look lit from what I seen on the internet and shit. But that ain't gonna bring that rapper money. You think T.I. don't want that OG status rapper money? Yes. So he figured, let me get with Boosie, do this album. All them niggas that's calling me a snitch, they gonna just forget about that because it's Boosie. It was a strategy. It was all a strategy. Shout out to my boy LMAO. I ain't see you in a minute, my boy. You fucking with it still, you feel me? It was a strategy. T.I. think he's smart. You already know that. The way he talks, he comes across as he want to belittle everybody he's around. He want to use big words. He want to act like he's like some type of Rhodes Scholar. I'll tell you the truth, he needs to go back to college. Go ahead, be a psychiatrist or some shit like that if he thinking about like his future after rap. You feel me? He need to go do something else because I think he's smart enough to really do it. You feel me? It's all about the money. They can never have enough. They got greenback. Yeah, my boy, but I don't think T.I. that album, ultimately, but that album wasn't gonna make T.I. that money that he's used to making. But ultimately, I say that because it's gonna give him some more street cred to put him back up there. You feel me? To put him back up there with certain people, even me. If I seen T.I. got the album with Boosie, I'm like, okay. Maybe he not a rat. I don't know. Like, you feel me? That could even change a person like my mind. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to you. What he say? Always broski, nonstop, still getting money in my sleep. You already know. And never be weak either. And tell that hoe kiss your motherfucking big toe. But yeah, like, and if y'all don't see that, this is just T.I. think he's smart, man. You seen when his rap career started going down. What he do? He went fuck with Young Thug. What Young Thug do? Give him a hit. What Young Thug do again? Give him another fucking hit. It wasn't enough. Because you still got the world and people in the street saying you are a rat. Like, if you build your career on being this drug dealer, kingpin, street dude, that means your fans followed you because they thought you was something like that. Now, when they find out, or when people like Wack put the idea in your head that he's a rat, he ain't the only one. Everybody was saying that. Come on, the man got caught with 1,000 guns. That's exaggerating, but he got caught with a lot of big ass guns. He got a crack record. He was a crack dude. He got caught selling crack back in the day. He got a little record. That's like me. I got a little crack record. Now, say I get caught with that guns that he got caught with, even with the money he got. If I didn't rap, I'm going away, period. That's just how I feel. I'm sorry. So Boosie was instrumental in trying to bring T.I. some street cred. When we seen them two together on Instagram, chilling with their kids together on the property, having a good time together, we thought, okay. Some of us actually thought, that boy, he can't be no snitch because Boosie fucking with him. He can't be. But now the question's coming up about Boosie. Like, people are questioning Boosie. With the boy, like I said, he was involved in some real crazy ass shit. 6 bodies on death row. Now he's free. Okay, Marlon might confess to the bodies and all that. But there's just room for all kind of speculation in that situation with Boosie, you feel me? there's room for a lot of bullshit. Let me finish this little whack shit. Let me see if he's gonna make any type of point on this.
Now it stands because you're doing industry business, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you can't, you gonna. You told. What, you gonna do some business with him? What, some regular business? Oh, I'll do some business with him. You a rapper. That's all you have to do. Like, see, yeah, you're a rapper. Yeah, legit business. Legit business. Not no weird business. Legit business I'm doing. Yeah, real shit. You're right.
And Wack always been standing on this shit like he knows some information. And that's why I was suspecting that Wack got some plugs with the feds too. He been standing on this shit like he's so sure. Nobody could be that sure unless you really know some information. Like, there's ways this industry put out messages, you feel me? They know the truth, but they put this shit out and they try to put the clues in the air for the people. But they already know the truth, but they can't say exactly how they know the truth. So they're going to put the little clues out. That's what I think I'm getting from this, you feel me? Only two ways you get away with that is if you're terminal and about to die, or you're a rat. And that's that, that's why I said people put the clues out so the world could put the shit together, put the pieces together. I believe that statement that my boy made right there. You feel me? There's no way. Even if T.I. had a clean record and he got caught trying to buy all these illegal guns, you're gonna do more than a year, I believe. I just, you know what I mean? Because I've seen the history, I've seen it over and over. You're gonna do more than a year. I don't care how much fucking money you got. Now, T.I. didn't have such a clean record. That boy had crack charges. The boy been slinging them things for a minute before he became a rapper. So there's validation to the fact that people questioning he's a rat. Now, somebody that like Wack, who had, situations where he had to get close to the law, and plus he been in the industry for a minute, rubbing shoulders with all kind of people. He don't just say shit like that for nothing. You're a damn fool if you think Wack just thought this out the blue, out the sky, and just came with it. No. Not at all. Even when you're in the music business, he got artists, Blueface, different artists. Something could have went wrong with a music business deal between him and T.I. and with the information he know. Or, and they say Wack is involved with like extortion, things like that. Now tell me this. If you got some information on an artist and that's your business to go push up on people, extort, things like that with information. Because we already seen with Kim Kardashian shit, with the Ray J, all kind of weird shit. Wack had all kind of information, the Nipsey shit. Wack had a bunch of information that he wasn't really supposed to have. So, say you're Wack and you've been extorting people. You approach somebody like T.I. with this information. You tell him, I know this. You play ball with us. Give my artist some features. Do something. Then the shit will never come out. A person like T.I. with the pride that T.I. has, and we could see he's a prideful man, it probably wouldn't fly. Somebody like T.I. be like, what? I ain't a rat. I'm not a rat. Nah, fuck that. I ain't a rat. Because sometimes the dude believe his own lies when they so good at they talk, they start believing they self. T.I. like, no, I ain't no rat. Fuck you. Put the information out. I don't give a fuck. You're not holding this over my head. Because if T.I. would have agreed to the extortion, then that means he's agreeing to being a rat. This is just a conspiracy theory, if you will. But Wack approached him, trying to get some shit going down. Maybe a song with Blueface and T.I. would have been big, would have helped Blueface a lot. T.I. wasn't having it. So now all of a sudden Wack using his platform Clubhouse. Now what's the biggest thing that an extortionist could have? a big name in social media, a lot of followers, somebody that has a lot of listeners, somebody that's able to say something that goes far. That's a beautiful thing for somebody that using information over somebody that's holding information over certain people's heads. A big thing that for them to have is the power of their word going far. That's what Wack has with Clubhouse. His word goes far. So T.I. might have been the first victim of this Clubhouse situation, thinking it's a joke. And actually it wasn't, because Wack was effective in making everybody believe that boy T.I. is a rat. Oh my God, I think I'm on to something. I need a drink to that. I'm gonna have a drink to that. Hold up. Y'all already know. Y'all know. Wack been saying he's one of those type of people that has information. He uses his information to get places. How does a truck driver go from a truck driving trucks, no musical talent, no ear for talent, no type of talent at all? Only way of entertainment, only thing that he has that's entertaining is when he talk. He figured that out later in life. But when he got his bag, he wasn't known for talking. He wasn't known for none of that. But he was known. And I used to think, how the fuck I knew about Wack 100? He wasn't even before he had Blueface, I knew Wack 100 name. Now, put the pieces together, man. What did he have over these people's head to get to this position where he had now? He definitely has some things over people's heads. You know it. He's holding secrets right now. Guaranteed. He holding shit right now. And the more he used that Clubhouse to get his name out there, to where his name is on YouTube algorithm all day, the more powerful he is when it comes to the extorting. Because if a nigga like that got some shit on me, ain't nothing to have on me, but I'm just saying, just me as an example, you worried more because he has that Clubhouse background to where he could get on Clubhouse, say some shit, and then it'll get fucking replayed on 1,000 YouTube channels. You feel me? Like Bullet. Now, shout out to Brick Talk, rest in peace. Because it was, at one point, it was me and Brick Talk. We was the biggest motherfuckers that was doing this YouTube shit with Wack 100. My shit was going crazy. I had 500,000 views, 1,000,000 views, all that type of shit, when all the weird shit was going on with Freaky Zeke and this and that. You know what I mean? But now, if you look at the game, his name has grown bigger. Because now, when he says something on Clubhouse, back in the day, it was probably 4 or 5 people covering him. Now, it's literally 1,000 of them. And they seen, what I'm trying to do here, how I'm trying to turn this into something else, all for the strength of the Wack 100 shit. So they using that blueprint, and I get it. I ain't mad at them. You feel me? I ain't mad. But just stay tuned and watch, because I'm outlast these motherfuckers. I got things in the making. You know what I mean? So a person like T.I. is an opportunist. A person like T.I. think he's smarter than everybody else. A person like T.I. thought he was smart enough to get caught with all them guns, do 1 year in protective custody, protected by the law, chilling. He thought he was smart enough to do 1 year, get out, and continue his rap career. He thought he was smart enough. He said, let me see, I do a song with Thug. That's going to help me a lot. It did, but it wasn't enough. Oh, let me do another song with Thug. It did. It wasn't enough. Okay, let me get with Boosie and do a whole album. A song ain't enough. Let me do a fucking album with Boosie. Thug locked up. And I heard. Actually, I did hear that him and Thug, they was planning on doing something bigger, but Thug backed out of that shit. They was planning on doing an album, an EP or some shit. That's what T.I. really wanted. He wanted Thug. Thug backed out of that bullshit. Thug knew this nigga using me, We got to the heights with the song, if it ain't about the money, But then they did another song that the street niggas like. I forgot the name of it, but it's more low key. They got a video for it and all that. It's out. It's cool. But when that shit didn't blow up, and Thug looking at the situation, people probably in Thug's ear like, that boy a rat. Leave that nigga alone. Thug said, "No, I don't want to do no fucking album with this dude." He backed out. You feel me? He was done with it. So what T.I. do? Thug was already in prison anyway. He couldn't do nothing with him if he wanted to. T.I. went to Boosie. And what the first thing you do when you really want to fuck with somebody or make somebody fuck with you? You invite them to in the house and introduce them to the family, the kids. We both got sons. Both of our sons rap too. Man, we got this much in common. We you know. There's no way you could tell me that T.I. looked at Boosie as a real friend. T.I. trusted Boosie. T.I. was using that man. Boosie was using that man. You know how I know Boosie was using that man? How fast he turned around and turned on T.I. when the white man, DJ Vlad, bitch ass, asked him some questions. How fast he turned on him. He gave that cracker what he wanted. He gave that white man what he wanted. I ain't racist when I say cracker, but certain people are crackers and certain people are good white people. DJ Vlad a cracker. I don't give a fuck. He gave DJ Vlad that cracker what he wanted. He gave him all the juice. He gave him the hate. He gave him the fuck him. He's a rat. I don't fuck with him. He told him the exclusive to where we not the album ain't coming out. He gave him exclusive. Damn. Hold on. He gave that man an exclusive instead of going to the fellow good platform like what's the Big Fact Show, you feel me, or DJ what's his name, Sway, all them shows, even the Breakfast Club. Nah, he went to Vlad. He wanted to go to Vlad and give him the exclusive and tell Vlad, the division of the black man, tell Vlad, I ain't working with that nigga, he a rat. He gave Vlad that exclusive. And tell you about that man, Boosie. And he just apologized. I'm gonna run his apology back one more time so y'all can hear it. Why he apologized. Basically, because T.I. can help him. He didn't say, like, when you apologize for something like this, you got footage, you got proof that T.I. ain't a rat, then you apologize. I'm sorry for calling you a rat because you're not a rat. But if you don't have no information that he's not a rat and you're apologizing, then I don't understand that shit at all. Let me run this shit. Shout out to Clubhouse TV. Now, tell me why he apologized.
We got kids who love each other though.
They got kids, okay.
First you went agreeing, we was going back and forth. And you know, he spoke how he felt, I spoke how I felt. And he felt me and I felt him. And I gave him an apology. Yeah, I gave him an apology, you know, because after we kept going back and forth, you know, like, you know, the things he was doing for me in my life at the time, you know, I kind of felt bad. I kind of felt bad. He was, you know, he was doing some real shit, helping me in a lot of ways. But I still told him I stand on what I stand on. And when he explained it to me, we got by it, man. It was like I said, like you said, it was a form of embellishment, bro. Like, you know, just seeing what the world's gonna say. So, you know, we got by, you know, like boss is supposed to get by. We ain't let the internet, we ain't let none of that bring us out of character. You know?
Yes, you did, Boosie. You definitely let the internet bring you out of character. You went on Vlad. You went on that white boy platform and you was hype, happy to be back. You happy about you and your relationship with Vlad because Vlad gets your word going far. And you went crazy and you were out of character. And now you're apologizing for something that you shouldn't be apologizing for because it's the truth, man. Now, watch this album come out. Watch it. Watch this album come out. Boosie, if this album come out, we can't believe nothing you're saying. This album's gonna come out, you feel me, and nobody really gonna rock with it. It ain't gonna be because now, you know, the trap music, there's an age thing on that. Nobody want to hear no old trapper. Nobody wants to hear an old trapper. Unless you come with some intelligent shit like Jeezy. You know, I ain't gonna lie, that boy Jeezy, you know, he know how to do it and make it age correctly. Even though he's not as popular as he used to be and his music is not as big as it used to be. But if you go to the Jeezy latest album, you can rock with it as a grown man because as an artist, you got to grow with your peoples, man. You can't stay thinking you that young boy when you an old motherfucker, old nigga on TV with your kids. Why you think he did that TV shit, that show? But when that show came out, T.I. was already he was already, you know, I don't know, I ain't gonna say that because I don't know the facts, but that show helped T.I. too. It's about community ties. Humans are humans. T.I. know judges, he know lawyers, he know all that. There's minimum sentencing. If there wasn't, in T.I.'s case, I would believe that he didn't rap. But there's a thing called mandatory minimums, to where if you get caught with certain things, you're getting a mandatory minimum of this much time, unless you help out law enforcement. But like I said, with the street credibility, not credibility, but the street ties that T.I. got, community ties, should I say, not street ties. Community ties. You got to think about it. T.I. married Tiny. She was from Escape. That's another Atlanta, you know, staple. Under So Def, Jermaine Dupri. He got deep community ties to that would help anybody that you. If you in Atlanta, you're a friend of T.I., he could help you for sure. But if he's in prison, he ain't helping no fucking body. Now, there's mandatory minimums, and there's things you could do to get out of those mandatory minimums. There's only one thing you could do, actually, my bad, to get out of the mandatory minimum. That's talking and telling. Now, say you got a mandatory minimum, but you got friends in all the law enforcement, you got friends in the judicial system, you're a fucking staple in the community. The Fed's gonna find a way to keep it under wraps. You know, like I said, people are people. People probably fuck with T.I. for their reasons. Charity here. My nephew was at the charity that you went and gave the backpacks to. Oh, this artist that under him is related to. He got all kind of ties out there. You feel me? So people always rooting for T.I. in Atlanta. You got Boosie Badazz. He not from Atlanta. He's from Louisiana. Came to Atlanta and he started shitting on an Atlanta guy. The community don't like that. The streets might fuck with it, but the community don't. And what Boosie's finding is that you got to have the community on your side if you in that town, if you're a big figure, if you know, you got to have the community on your side. That's what Boosie's finding out. You feel me? You know what I mean? So I really just can't rock with this whole idea of he not apologizing about the right things. Now, if he said, I apologize for taking it to the internet when I should have came to you and talked to you about it, okay, that's a granted that's an apology that I could understand. But right now, this apology that he just said, I don't understand that shit at all. He said we talked, we seen eye to eye, and it's cool now. You shitted on your fans, Boosie. Let me play this shit one more time for y'all. Clubhouse TV. Shout out to y'all.
First of all, you know, like we got kids who love each other.
My bad, I'm drinking. I'm on my way out of town tomorrow, a whole week. Oh my God, my bag is just packed. Listen to this Boosie apology. This shit ain't right. That boy Boosie. I'm gonna call Boosie the clout chaser. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. It's the truth. It is what it is. Boosie, you know, you knew when you went on Vlad, you knew that shit was gonna go viral. Vlad asked you to fuck shit. I'm sure Vlad probably prepped you. I'm gonna ask you about T.I. So and Boosie said, "Oh, I tell her," and he went on and ran his mouth because he knew it was gonna go viral. And now he's apologizing. Since when a gangster apologized for some real shit? That shit is crazy.
And first you went agreeing, we was going back and forth. And
My bad.
no, I gave him an apology. Yeah, I gave him an apology, because after we kept going back and forth, the things he was doing for me in my life at the time, I kind of felt bad.
Some of our brothers would understand Boosie. Things you're doing for me in my life. Boosie's building this big, nice mansion in Atlanta. He's living life. Some people will understand that. Like, this man, T.I., doing this for me. Why am I coming at him? But when you have a certain image and your image, who you are, created your image. And that's why the people in the streets follow you. That's why your music hit harder than others. And you're supposed to really protect that unless you find that ain't no bagging that no more. People don't look at you like that no more. And you like, fuck it, fuck that image, fuck that tough guy image. It's over for me. So let me go ahead and apologize to the people. Well, you know what? You're going to lose more of your people. So really, in a minute, forget about music, Boosie, and focus on that BoosieMovies.com. Because, and like I said, even only certain artists age like wine. You feel me? Certain artists do. Not all of them, but certain ones. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, even Scarface could drop an album right now. I would love it. I'll fuck with it because the way he carried himself and his name and legacy. Beanie Siegel, feel me? Jay-Z. There's artists that age like wine. Boosie fell out of that lane with this shit right here. Like, you know what I mean? And I can't be mad at him or hate him for unifying with another black man, another successful black man, but you know what I mean? Like I said, when you listen with your heart and not just your ears, this shit right here, it makes me feel like Boosie is a fucking clout chaser. He bites his tongue. He going back on his word. He willing to work with rats if they helping him out. He's willing to work with people that cooperated if it benefits him. And like I said, I think the boy Wack created that trend, but at the same time, I'm about to play this shit with Wack again because Wack basically hit it on him for doing that. When Wack works with 6ix9ine, Troy Ave, the Blue Da Vinci, and I could go on with people that know to cooperate. Wack work with him. Wack is mad at Boosie for apologizing. Like, y'all both in the same category now, homie. Y'all both, because now Boosie is working with T.I. now, I guarantee. And I promise you, I feel like the album's going to come out. What y'all think? Y'all think the album with Boosie and T.I. is going to come out? Let me know in the comments. Y'all, let me know, because I remember the names. There's only a couple of us in here. Like, let me know who thinks Boosie and T.I. album is going to come out. Who believes that?
I kind of felt bad. He was doing some real shit, helping me in a lot of ways. But I still told him I stand on what I stand on. And when he explained it to me, we got by it, man. It was like I said, like you said.
What does that mean? I stand on what I stand on. Because you obviously, I'm confused now because I thought it meant I thought it meant one thing, but now I'm confused. I don't know what it means anymore. I thought it meant like I stand on this, so I can't fuck with you because you go against what I stand on. Now, how did they end up back on the phone together? Who made the call first? Who called who first? Did Boosie call T.I. because Boosie felt backlash in the community and Boosie was getting treated a certain way in the community and he couldn't make certain deals go through because T.I. got friends on some mob shit? I have no idea. Or did T.I. call Boosie and just try to, you know, T.I., like I said, is a person that think he's smarter than everybody else. So T.I. could have been laid up with whoever, pillow talking. And that, you know, what females do, they don't really know what to say. They try to go positive. Maybe you should just call them and talk to them. That's a big thing that females say. Just because they just want to be on the positive side. They want to be behind, you know, the positive. They want to help, but they really don't know how. So they say shit like, just call him and talk to him. And with T.I. knowing that Boosie's going to help him on his street credibility in a major way, T.I. knowing that Boosie could get him back with one more album, one more classic album, T.I. know that Boosie could bring him back a little bit. Who called who first? I don't know. Honestly, I would guess T.I. called Boosie first because, like I said, I swear that boy think he's smarter than goddamn a fifth grader. T.I. really think he's smart as fuck. He might be. Look at him. Look at what he did. Young boy, soul crack, got arrested for that, got out, shitted on, you know, I don't know what happened in that crack case, but he got out, low life, got with Tiny, the fucking R&B sensation, not sensation, but an R&B star, part of a group. Then he went on and said, I'm gonna be a rapper. Started rapping, got popping. Now, granted, he was a good rapper. Let's not deny that. T.I. was a good ass rapper. T.I. represented something. Everybody fucked with T.I. in all kind of hoods. Everybody did. You feel me? So let's not take that away from him. But just like certain people like Ludacris, not to say Ludacris never represented thug shit or whatever, but it doesn't matter what you represent. When it comes to hip hop, you age out of it. Does T.I. really think he's that cool to where he couldn't age out of hip hop? Because if he did age out of hip hop the right way, the correct way, he wouldn't be concerned about nobody saying he's a rat. He wouldn't give a fuck about who said what, because he's over here making money and he's looked at as something different. But because he still wants to be seen as this thug figure, as this guy that's just a street nigga, when you're not anymore, you weren't for a long time, over 20 years. You've been a successful guy, but you still want to be looked. Why would you pay attention to this rumors of you being a rat? You feel me? But he has to. And that's why I said he didn't age right out of this hip hop game. He didn't really age right. And that's the thing about trap rappers. And that's why I brought up Jeezy. Even Gucci Mane though. Certain people know how to age and keep this shit lit, keep it consistent, not consistent, but keep a certain look, a certain image to where you could sign, like Gucci Mane, signing artists like these young niggas he signed. Big Scar, rest in peace. Who had a big, who was on his way, who was shiesty. You know what I mean? And other artists. You feel me? But it's like when it comes to T.I., he wasn't really able to age right. T.I. lying out here with fake paperwork and his name not on the paperwork. I saw the paperwork myself. Yeah, and shout out to you, SPL Mafia. Because it's like, it's evident, homie. You don't get caught with that shit and not do more than fucking at least 5 years, then it would have been explained. He could have explained his way out, but you do a year. Let's put the pieces together. Let's talk about it for real. Let's talk about it. Young Lil Wayne, no record at all. Okay, it's different county, different state. Lil Wayne got caught in New York with a gun. We know New York is hard on guns, yeah. But at the same time, mandatory minimums in New York, just like there's mandatory minimums in Atlanta. Same shit. If a person like Lil Wayne could go do a damn year in Rikers Island for a little Glock 9, some little shit, and T.I. do a year in Atlanta for 1,000 big ass guns. I keep saying 1,000, but y'all know what I mean. He got caught with a lot of fucking guns. The educated person, or at least the person that's familiar with this the penal system, you already know that ain't right. That ain't right. That shit ain't right. So yeah, I'm with you on that, SBL Mafia. The nigga is capping. He's a liar, and ain't nothing wrong with it. But now there's something wrong with it if you still want to portray something and you want to do albums with people like Boosie. And you can't tell me on that album, because the album is done right now. You cannot tell me on that album there's not songs about shooting people, killing people, selling bricks, doing this, doing that, criminal activity. Whole album probably full of that. So that's the part where it's not fair. You got real niggas doing life without niggas that didn't do crimes doing life because they believe in certain things. And now with T.I., you're taking away the fucking... You're one of the reasons why Troy Ave gets to run around and say streets is a myth. And you got Whack 100 backing that shit up because it's about business and money. You know, Whack 100, he's a hypocrite because he'll do business with a rat. But if you're a rat that he don't like, he gonna come at your head and try to expose you and make you look crazy. That's hypocritical. That's the thing that everybody that when they go heads up with Whack, nobody ever mentions that. You know, ask him why do you shit on people like Gunna, T.I., all kind of motherfuckers. It goes on and on. Even Jabba Loke in the West Coast, Mob James. Why do you shit on these people? But the biggest, and these people, mind you, happen to be rats that it's not publicized. So he had to dig for that paperwork. He had to find that paperwork. So these people happen to be secret rats, but the public rats are your friends. The rats that are all on the news for ratting, the rats that are just on the damn, you could look up the camera and them on the stand ratting, find on YouTube, wherever. He's their friends. But the rats that are in secret rats, he's not their friends. I don't get that because a rat is a rat to me. Like 100, you represent power rule, and then in the same voice you say, I'm a bitch ass nigga. Cause tough niggas, this and that, but he's quick to say power rule when you get mad and claim your set and go crazy, talk about hurting people, shooting people, the shit ain't cool. You feel me? This dude's a hypocrite. You know what I mean? T.I., total informer. It's in the initial. You know, and not only that, TIP, tip. He giving off them tips to them people. So only way I could see how Boosie apologized to him is because it's about that almighty dollar. So my boy TCB01, you are 100% right in my book. You know what I mean? The boy, it's all about money, street credibility, which equals money when you're a rapper, when you're a so-called trap rapper or whatever else. You got the Trap Museum, which he totally fucking sabotaged from the beginning. He should have got somebody real behind it, like a Gorilla Zoe or somebody from Atlanta that could, you know what I mean? He should have teamed up with somebody instead of him being the face of it. But you know him, he's a prideful motherfucker. He want to be, I did all this. I did this. You did it, but you sabotaged it in the beginning. You fucked it up from the beginning, homie. You really did. So, Trap Museum and everything you did that involves the trap and whatever else, you're fucking sabotaging it, man. And you can't tell me T.I. ain't smart enough to know that. But sometimes pride overcomes your brain too. Pride could fuck up how smart you are too. That's what happened with the boy T.I. He thought he had enough fucking sense. He thought he was smart enough to get over on the people, on his people. That's another thing that make me feel like, oh, what? You don't respect your people? You don't think your people got enough sense to put shit together? You don't respect your community where you come from? And when you out there using these big words, I feel like you want to be a part of another community that ain't yours. You feel me? Child King Payne, my cousin. Big boss of this YouTube shit, my boy. You feel me? And y'all support him. He on the rise and he gonna take me with him. But other than that, like, come on, man. You know what I mean? T.I., we not falling for this shit no more. You're not smart as you think you is. We all see what's going on. Young Thug try to save you. Well, if it ain't about the money, Boosie try to save you until the bullshit came out. Boosie, if that album dropped, it's a dub. Nobody fuck with that bullshit. Please stop it, homie. We like, when it comes to hip hop, we like real shit. We don't like fake put together shit. Nobody like no fake ass shit put together for a bag. That shit ain't real. And it comes out in the music. You know what I mean? And that's a big, big, major fact. Shout out James Hudson, TCB boy, LMAO, the homie. Feel me? SPL Mafia, and the official King Payne. Love all y'all. And shout out to all my peoples who gonna watch this shit later. Y'all go back to all my videos. I guarantee you gonna get some game from every motherfucking one of them. It's your boy Bush. You feel me? I had to get that off my chest. I love y'all. I'm out. A shot for the road.